All right, guys, so we're officially here.
Bush
League
League
Boys, Red Sox Winter Weekend.
Yeah.
We're out here. How we feeling?
We got some moons, you know. Shout out, baseball is dead. It's Sox time, baby.
Jade Carabas, we're coming.
There is no off season.
There is no off season. Cam, how we feeling?
We're feeling it.
Cheers, fuckers.
23, first baseman Tristan Cousins. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. 11 days out of surgery, but all in all, feeling good.
Probably could have gotten the hall pass if not showed up here. Why'd you want to be here and be part of this?
Well, yeah, I think it's important. To be around the guys, come represent the organization. Something that means a lot to me, and I know everything that Boston means to, the Red Sox means to the city, and just all around the North East. So, proud of you.
You got that first base last year. What's it like being part of this, playing at Fenway, and how excited are you to get back up?
Yeah, it's special, man. I hate that I'm going to miss a little bit of the season, but as the offseason goes on, that's all you can really think about is getting back to Fenway. The most electric park in the whole MLB. The best fans in the world. So it's a great place to play, man. It's an honor to put on that jersey, and I think everyone, coaches, players realize that every night.
Appreciate it, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good story, everybody.
To continue to be successful. At one point, Jacoby was gone. At one point, Pedro was gone. Nomar got traded, right? And I still remember that year just watching everything that went on with Nomar. And I can't even imagine how people reacted here when Nomar got traded. And then two months later, you guys broke the curse, right? So you have to, understand that there's other 29 teams out there. I'm actually very happy with Xander. I told him as a joke, and don't take it personal, please. Don't take it personal. I talked to Xander after he got the deal done. He thanked me for everything. He thanked everybody here for everything. And he's like, Alex, it was like 11 years, man. And, it's a business decision. It's nothing against you guys. We put a great offer in front of him, but 11 years are 11 years. Think about your kids, like security for 11 years. Let me explain let me finish, okay? I'll do it right now. And I said, Xander, if I was your dad, and you have an offer of whatever we offer, and it was actually a good one, and you have 11 years, I will kill you if you don't get the 11 years, because it's about your security, your kids, your family, and he made a decision based on business and family. We still love Xander. He's a guy that we always
Now that's hard to do if you want to win at the same time. Now fortunately, we are blessed with great resources in this organization, always have been, have confidence that we always will be. So the question is, how do we get more young talent into the organization and still win at the same time? And that's what we were committed to doing, was building that foundation of young talent up at the same time as we use those resources in the here and now to try to give us a chance to win. So a lot of that we were going to have to do the old-fashioned way, right? Scout, sign, develop. We also had to think about some other things. And so the reason I say this is you ask about the vision that I was talking about with Rafi. And this is why I think it's really important to make this contrast. Because at that time, 3 years ago, everybody knows it, we had a similar choice 1 year away from free agency with a superstar player. And we didn't sign him. And I want to explain why, because it relates to where we're going. It relates to where we're going. We didn't sign him because when you make those bets, they're big bets.
What's going on? This is Bush League Boys, a little check-in after the Red Sox Town Hall for Winter Weekend. Back at the hotel after pissing several $100s away in the casino.
Very bad, not quite.
But yeah, the
holy shit.
The Town Hall, I will be surprised if the full thing goes unedited and put on Nessun, because it was
a bloodbath.
It was hostile.
Yeah.
It was so hostile.
Yikes.
And immediately when they bring out, like, the the player interactions were cool. Like everybody got cheered and they talked to the players and it was all fun and games. And then they bring out the leadership like members of the team. So you got Hein Bloom, Sam Kennedy, John Henry, and then Alex Cora. Alex Cora was received well, but John Henry got absolutely shredded, and like justly so. But
That dude's just a fucking meatball, dude.
he got asked a million questions. He pandered around all of them, didn't answer anything. At one point, he said that the reason why they didn't sign players is because baseball players are expensive. It's like, then why the fuck are you the owner of a Major League Baseball team?
What was he asked about ticket prices? Like, well, running a baseball team's expensive. Well, no shit.
Yeah, it's a professional sports organization, but Jesus.
Well, the biggest one was him being asked if he's committed to the Red Sox, like, winning now.
And
Biggest non-answer
And just
ever.
absolutely beat around the bush.
Pretty sure he went immediately to, well, we have the greatest fans in the world. Didn't answer the question at all.
Yeah, it was pandering.
Every question that was directed towards, like, ownership. So either him or Sam Kennedy took control of, and John Henry sat there, kept looking at his watch over and over, and just and the entire panel, which went with them out there a little bit over an hour, I would say, with just like the four of them out there.
Yeah, about an hour.
He said maybe 50 words.
Well, it set the tone. The first question Tom Karen asked said, John Henry, blah, blah, blah. He goes, what do you want to say about it?
turns
Just
to
right
Sam
to Sam
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
It was, yeah,
What the
it was.
fuck, dude?
I will say, Hein Bloom walked up, faced the music, took all the criticism on the chin. He handled it with grace, and like with that, I give him a lot of credit.
Yeah.
I think I got a lot more respect for him than I did before because he owned it.
And we talked about it too a little bit in the car. It was like sometimes fans who are part of such a winning culture and things aren't necessarily going their way, they just need to hear it from the main source.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll start to understand, like, this is the reason we didn't bring back Xander. This is the reason we're going the direction we are. And people were hot at first when Heim first came out, and I feel like the more he spoke and the more he explained how things were playing out, I feel like it was a little bit more well-received by people who were booing to begin
100%.
with.
Yeah.
100%. I think. Go ahead.
And I think the three of us especially, we were a little hot, especially at the beginning of the offseason, about where things were going with the Red Sox, and now that we have Devers and he explained where things are going with the Sox, we're all like, okay.
Well, especially he put into words point blank that he's like, we obviously let Xander go. We don't want what happened with Mookie to go again. We did the arbitration deal with Rafi, but we didn't just want the 1 year. We wanted to get that done, bring him in, and then ultimately he basically said, he was like, look, like, we got guys coming up that will make us contenders, which is good. You want to hear it come from the horse's mouth is the biggest thing. Like you don't want to be in a situation where your team is failing, but the ownership is claiming that they're at where they want to be.
Yeah.
You're right.
You want to hear, and Hein Bloom said it. He was like, last season was a disappointment, and that's good to hear from the source.
And then on Xander too, even Cora touched on it. It's like 11 years is 11 years.
Right.
You know, like it sounded like the Sox weren't going to give him a contract till he's 41. I get that completely.
Right.
I don't know. And just good on the Padres for opening the checkbook like that for fucking...
just throwing money.
I mean, it was nice to hear all this stuff, but it makes me wonder how much of it is really just telling people what they want to hear. Like the same thing with the whole Bogart situation.
I think we'll figure it out very quickly.
Well,
I think we'll know.
Well, that's so little tidbit that we caught. He kind of slipped in there at one point when they're talking about the middle infield. He was saying that they're in the midst of an acquisition that should be done soon. So whether that's bringing in a shortstop, a second baseman, or maybe someone to fill in that hole in the outfield that Kike's created when he has to move to short.
You know what we have to do, right? We got to bring back Hoy Park.
Red Sox
Red
legend.
Sox
Hoy
legend
Park.
that was here for a grand total of 32 minutes.
I don't know. What they're going to do is they're going to trade for a center fielder and make him play shortstop or second base.
Hey,
Well,
Jazz,
perfect.
Jazz.
Trade Jazz, that's what I'm saying.
You like Jazz?
Jazz is officially, as of like 5 hours ago, a center fielder. So we trade for him and just make him a shortstop.
Yeah, why
You
not?
take these.
Move somewhere else. No, but
We will offer Jaron Duran and a pack of Double Bubble. Nothing more.
Take it or leave it.
no, they can take Jaron.
You can take
Christ.
Jaron, you can take
Jaron
Dahlbeck.
Duran, you can take Dahlbeck, you can take Brazier, give us Jazz. That's all we want.
I would
Who says
love
no?
that.
Probably
Well,
Marlins.
speaking
Probably
of
the
which,
Marlins.
one little thing that broke while we were out too was the Luis Ariz to the Marlins
Yeah.
for Pablo Lopez, which
Yeah.
seems like a dog shit trade on the part of the
I just
Twins.
don't feel, I just feel like that doesn't even put the Twins in a better place to win.
No.
It doesn't help
Like, if
you
anything,
see-
you probably got worse.
Yeah.
Well, because they have decent pitching.
Yeah.
Their pitching is not horrible.
Well, who do they have? Sonny
Chris
Gray,
Paddock,
Chris
Barrios.
Paddock, Barry, and then
No, he's on Toronto now.
Oh, that's right. He went to Toronto. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Paddock, Joe Ryan.
Sonny Gray.
But like, even still, you traded your batting crown fucking champion, whatever the fuck the terminology is.
Yeah,
You traded the guy who had the highest batting average in the league
batting champion.
for a starter that you're getting once
How
every
old is
5
Pablo Lopez?
days. So I mean, I get it. Pablo Lopez can be an ace.
How old is Pablo Lopez, the baseball player? Oh, he's still young. I mean, he was
How
born
old?
in '96, so he's
Oh, so he's a year older than
He
us.
is-
Even
27
still, you,
season.
you just traded a batting champion
Wow.
who
Like
hit
for a
350.
for a three hole pitcher. Maybe
Like I told
two.
you guys too, that's happened twice where a guy wins the batting title and then he gets traded the next season.
Mm.
The Twins have done it twice.
Jeff McNeil is on the chopping block, I guess, for the Mets. They send him out now because he won the batting title.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just dish
I
him.
thought you just read something on that, and I was like, are the Sox going after Jeff McNeil?
Hey,
Imagine.
I was like, whoa.
I got some inside sources. Jeff
Yeah.
McNeil, you are a Boston Red Sox.
We actually talked to Heim on the way out.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I think.
I think good first day.
Yeah, no, that was the town hall was much. I thought it was going to be a little more gimmicky, and not as like actual town hall-y, but it was a legit town hall. The only thing that wasn't legit was the questions that the fans asked at the end were fed to them by Ness, and they were reading them
100%.
off of cards,
Yeah.
which was bullshit. I mean, and also, I mean, with that crowd, I mean, if you let some of those
if
people
that
ask
didn't
questions-
happen, Chaim and John Henry would have gotten eaten alive.
Yeah.
They would not have made it out.
I don't think Heim would have gotten eaten alive. I think Heim would have gotten people
I think
would have tried to
Heim-
tear him apart, but Heim was handling himself really well.
I honestly think everyone's coming away from like the guys in front of us said it. John Henry cannot run a baseball team anymore, and Heim Bloom is just
He's basically
dealing with the deck he has.
He's like Sleepy Joe Biden. Kinda.
Yeah.
And listen, he's a nice old man, but we want him running a baseball team?
No.
And people are screaming, "Sell the Penguins, sell Liverpool."
talks like this when he's.
Well, the best part was he's talking like this at the last question, and someone just screams in the corner,
speak up.
and he
What?
goes,
Speak up.
He goes, "Speak up." And then like 2 minutes later, he's like, "You can't hear me?" Like, what a doofus. He just I think Sam Kennedy and Henry deserve to take a brunt of the criticism. I think Heim Bloom,
He's doing his
I
best.
think and I think he explained himself well, and he showed the true direction. And you can tell that he's talking from a place of passion too. He's not just bullshitting. Where it
Well,
felt
it was
like
the same thing with
others were.
Sam Kennedy too. I felt like he wasn't necessarily blowing smoke up people's asses. Like he took the questions he was given.
He
I
was a
don't
little
feel
more
like he
media
lied.
trained, though.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like he lied about
No,
anything.
I just think that Heim's answers were more raw.
Right.
Well, I think it was telling to see, as Henry was saying, the thing about, well, baseball teams are expensive. He even made it look like, did you really just fucking say that, John?
What's just a
Well,
dumb
like,
thing?
It's
to-
like, what do you
Usually
think? You're
looking
gonna
at,
fucking
really?
nickel and dime every player that
Well, and the
fucking
thing is,
comes
like,
through
if
here?
you have that mindset and that's what you think, okay, that's cool. Don't say it in front of a crowd
Right.
of 1,000 Red Sox fans that just paid $100 to sit in front of you to hear answers that they want to hear. Because let me tell you, saying baseball teams are expensive to run is not what they want to hear.
If you want to run a cheap baseball team, go be the owner of the fucking Oakland A's.
Go buy the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, the Reds are even running high compared to the A's.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, night one.
Yeah, I think that's night one. We probably won't do a recap tomorrow because we'll be
No,
running
probably not.
at the casino right after the day. But
When he says running it at the casino, he means losing all of our money.
well, I
at the
mean running it
casinos.
as in drinking 1,000 beers is
We
what
will
I
be
mean by running it. but-
Depressed Red Sox
Yes,
fans.
we'll,
at the
we
casino
will be
tomorrow.
recovering from crippling debt at that point.
It's a crippling depression.
That as
Next
well.
to follow.
That as well.
To follow. But yeah, you'll see some. We'll throw in some footage prior, a little like lead up into the night before this, and then this will kind of be center of the video, and then we'll throw day 2 in there, and you'll kind of see what it's all about. It's pretty cool. We got to go in the actual exhibition hall. They had like a team store set up as a wiffle ball field and like batting cages. It was pretty cool, but.
Jared, that's one.
Yeah, and I was just yawning a little bit. I said it. But yeah, that's That's our 2 cents on the town hall. You'll probably hear us talk about it in some pods to come, but it was an experience.
It was interesting to say the least.
Sure
It was
was.
an experience, but
We out.
we gone. We'll catch you guys next Monday. Peace. Can't get the job done.
I put up 3 this thing, right? How many did you score?
I scored all 3 of those, actually.
You took a step close.
Rubber, you fraud.
You way too close. Don't throw the arm out.
Get up there and swing it like an ankle. Yeah, there we go.
Ball.
I'm gonna dial deep here. Feel this.
Yeah, you are. Ball.
I was always like a cutter, which makes no sense because you're 7 feet tall.
64.
Dip and drive.
You all right?
Hold up on this one. Let a dog eat.
Hey, you're not pitching anymore. Yeah, I like how Sam was picking up his balls. You just let him go.
Yeah, I'll grab him at the end. Oh gosh. Should I throw a little curveball right here?
Yeah, give him a split piece.
God.
Circle.
And Tommy John. Come on, find a barrel.
If not, I went up to the mango tree and grabbed the mangoes and cut down with them and eat them. So even my sister's doll's head paid the price. I would take my sister's doll's head and swing at it. Anything round was fair game for us. A lot of cousins, a lot of brothers, so we always had a team.
12 Red Sox, split amongst 2 tribes. I'm sure it's going to be insane. Competing in physical and mental challenges, standing constantly evolving. Let's see what you got until one tribe stands as champion. Keep working hard. It's definitely nice getting to get out here. In the most anticipated game show of all time, position players will battle against pitchers to win the glowing idol. This is Sox Survivor.
We're in a casino. Huh? Yeah?
Oh, sorry.
Joshua Winkowski.
All right, boys, we're back. We're here for baseball, the global game at Red Sox Winter Weekend. Cam, how are we feeling about the sequence of events that happened today?
Feeling pretty good, you know. We met Rocket. You guys got to meet a little bit of a jack off, but I had to meet Bayo. But you know, feeling good about it.
Hey, shout out Jemiah Webster getting us. I don't know if anybody's paying attention. We 3 of us got interviewed. We're on Nesson with the BLB shirts, going crazy.
Pretty electric experience. Got interviewed this morning by Jemiah Webster. That aired on Nesson. Got an autograph from Reese McGuire. Cam got Brian Bayo. Got to meet Dwight Evans, Josh Winkowski. So it's been electric so far.